Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing lesson 7, 6% applications. Basically, how are we going to be applying these percents? We're going to be looking at markup and discount. Markup is when you're looking at the wholesale price, what the store is paying for the item, and then what they're going to mark it up to sell to you. Discount is talking all retail. It's talking about what is the price that they're charging you, the original price that you go in and you're going to pay, versus the percent off that sale price. We all know how we like a sale. We want to see if we can get 25% off those favorite pair of shoes we want. So this is about totally retail side of things, what they're going to charge you initially versus the percent off to give you a sale price. Markup is totally about how a business runs. They're going to buy something and then they need to increase that so that they can pay their cost for the product, their cost to operate, and still make money. So please take the chance to write these down. Okay, we're going to be finding a retail price. So a store buys some decorative pillows from a manufacturer for about $2 each. The store is going to mark up that price by 400%. What is the retail price? So we're going to walk through the solution. We know that they're paying $2 each. So we're going to put our actual wholesale price here. Then we see that they're going to be marking that up. Well, they're going to mark it up. They're going to charge you $2 because they need to cover that pillow. So they're going to be looking at the pillow they bought and the pillow they need to buy to replace it. And then the markup is 400%. So, sorry, my throat's really messed up. This is 400%, or that is the same as 4 if I convert it to decimal. So if I run it over here for real quick, just to show you, 400, if I write that as a decimal, it's going to be 4. That's how I got that. So basically, I'm just going to copy this stuff down in here again because I had already done the conversions. Okay. Then I go, okay, this is still 2, but what is 2 times 4? It's 8. So that pillow, they're going to charge you $10 for a pillow that they bought for $2. Now you might be thinking, wow, that is really extreme. But consider they have to buy that pillow. They have to buy the next pillow you buy, so they want to make sure that they're making money on that. But they also have employees, electric, lighting, I guess it kind of goes with electric. They have sales ads they have to run. They have water, heating, cooling. I'm sorry, they have many factors that they have to cover and still make a profit, justify why are they putting all this energy into this. Okay, so go ahead and pause as you need to write this down. And let's look at the next one. I need to grab my arrow. Okay, so we're finding the retail price is going to be continued. There's another method. There's a couple ways of finding this. So if we think about that pillow was $2, and they were going to increase it by 400%. So we know that that's going to be 2 times 500%. If we have 500% and we want to write that as a decimal, just like before, we're going to move this over, and that gives us 5. So we can substitute a 5 in for 500%. So 2 times 5 is $10. The retail price of that decorative pillow is $10. Both ways are effective at working. This is just saying, okay, it cost me $2. I want 100% of that price back, and then I want to mark it up another 400%. So hopefully this is making a little sense to you, and if you have any questions, so please write those down so that you can bring them to class and help. As remember, as you're going through, you need to be copying down examples as well as any questions you have and looking for the learning target. What is it that I'm expecting you to be able to do with some relative effort or accuracy by the end of this lesson? Okay, finding a sale price. So we're going to go all about where you're familiar. So there's a backpack on sale for 25% off the original price of 20. What is the sale price? So we need to go in and say, okay, the original price is $20. And then I want to know how much I'm going to be getting off. So I need to take that original amount and I'm going to multiply it by the discount of 25%. So I can write 25% as a decimal, and if I do, that's 0.25. So I'm going to make this a 0.25. This is 20, and this is 20. I'm going to keep this as 20 because that's still my original price, the amount they're charging me. Now I'm going to bet most of you have a different way of doing this, or you cut some steps when you're at the store trying to figure this, but we're going to work it this way for a moment, and then we'll go through some of the other ways. So 25% of $20 is going to be $5. So 20 minus 5 is going to be 15. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is one way to calculate with a sale price. That would have been $15 for the backpack after the 25% discount. Go ahead and take the notes as you need to. Remember to pause as you're going. We're going to move on to the next slide. We're going to be finding a discount, the sales price using a second method. This is actually the method that I tend to use myself in as mental math at the store. So let's see which method you like. There are, a couple ways to go about this. One way is we're going to take the original backpack price, which was $20, and we're going to plug that right in. Now, we're going to say, well, that's 100%, right? That's what they're selling it for. We want to subtract the discounted price, which is going to be the sale price is being discounted by 25%. So if we do that, we're saying, okay, $20, and what I'm really going to have to pay is 75% of that. So if I write 75% as a decimal, I'm going to get oh my gosh, that 5 looks nothing like a 5. I'm going to get 0.75. So I plug in 0.75. I keep my $20. When I multiply 20 times 0.75, I do in fact get $15. So my sale price is going to be $15. That's the amount I'm going to have to pay. So this is actually the method I do tend to use most often when I'm shopping, because I honestly just want to know how much it's going to kind of cost me when I get to the register. So I usually just go straight to what is the amount I'm going to be paying, the 100% minus the discount. Okay, moving on to the next. So we're going to be using some sales tax and tips. If you're going to order a pizza and it's going to be delivered and the bill is $18, you give the delivery person a 15% tip. The sales tax is 5%. What is the total cost of the pizza? One thing that's important to know is the tip is not taxed. So you're going to need to find the food with the sales tax for the food and then the tip. So let's put this in that we have an $18 pizza. Or maybe that's two pizzas. I think that's probably really the price of one pizza. And then the sales tax. So the sales tax is going to be $18 times the 5%. And I'm going to write that as a decimal. And so I'm actually going to be skipping this whole step because it wants me to change all my percents to decimals. And I kind of feel like we are at a point where we don't have to do each and every step like that. The tip is also based off of that $18. So the tip is going to be 15% of 1.15. So now I'm going to have this still as $18. And I could really have used a blank right there, couldn't I have? And then I'm going to add whatever this is. So I'm going to multiply 18 times 5/100ths. When I do that, I'm going to get that that is the same as, I believe, 90 cents. I'm sorry that this is a little messy. Then I'm going to add whatever 18 times 15 hundredths is, showing that it's $2.70 because I remember that I'm taking 15% of the $18 for a tip. Now I combine all of these, so I'm going to add the $2.70 with the 90 cents and the original $18 for the pizza, and I come out that my total is 21.6. Since we're talking money, the total cost of the pizza is really $21.60. So in order to find the totals, what I did was I took and figured out what the sales tax amount was going to be. So the $18 times the rate of sales tax. The tip, $18 times the rate I wanted to tip was 15%. Then when I found out that was 18, the sales tax was 90 cents, and the tip was going to be $2.70. I combined all of those to a total of $21.60. Go ahead and pause as you need to and copy that down. Moving to the next slide. So we're going to find the original amount. So we want to know the store marks up a wholesale price of a blender by 125%. The retail price is $30. What is the wholesale price? So we want to know what the wholesale price is going to be. So we know the retail, and we know that was 30, and we know that they marked it up 125%. So this is 225%, or I could say that it is 2.25, and this was 30 still, and this stays 30 still. So now I have 225 times x equals 30. Well, in order for me to calculate that, I need to divide both sides by 2.25 because I want to isolate the x. I'm doing a basic equation right here. So since I'm multiplying, I want to undo. So I'm going to do the inverse operation of multiplication is division. And $2.25 is what I'm dividing both sides by. So through $30 divided by $2, and no, not $2, sorry, 2.25 hundredths is going to be approximately $13.33 is what the wholesale price was. So let's see. They just wanted to see how good I can get at writing my threes. There we go. So that's our total price. So within the information we were given, we could work backwards to find out what did the store actually end up paying for that to begin with. And the actual price was $13.30. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of this lesson, so please make sure that you have your notes, you review them, and come to class with those questions, and I will be glad to help. Thank you.